Aquarius placements. Let's find out what you guys need to know and hear at this time. Oh, wow, guys, cards flipped over. We have the Star, which is your major arcana, okay? And we have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now, guys, this is really, really beautiful because I do believe we have been experiencing Pluto retrograde in your sign since May, early May time, which is in Taurus season that this retrograde had begun, right? In the matter of a few days, I do believe 13th or the 14th, there is going to be the transitional shift from Pluto being in retrograde to direct. And this is going to be a very, very big deal, okay? Also, it may be worthwhile to check to see where you have Aquarius in your birth chart, as in which house, as to how this transformational energy may be affecting you in regards to this Pluto going direct, right? I do believe that it will be direct until May next year, as in 2026. So there is going to be quite a few months leading into the new year, into the spring as well, halfway through spring, that we have this get up and go, this moving forward energy that is going to be creating a lot of abundance for you, okay? A lot of positive energy for you, right? With the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck, as I was saying about the retrograde, there may have been an uphill struggle you've been dealing with depending on where you have Aquarius in your birth chart. Like, for instance, if you're an Aquarius rising, it would be as in the first house in the sense of self, right? To do with maybe your health or physical appearance, to do with your identity or approach to life, or even if, for instance, you could be like a Capricorn rising here, and that would be your second house of finances. However it may be, like, I am just getting kind of told to put that out there. But yeah, it may have felt like you have been kind of crawling through mud for a little while now, but things are going to be definitely easing up for you, and you're pretty much at the finish line, right? The finish line is in sight, and you're about to cross over it into a much more optimistic, exciting time of your life where you're able to get a lot of relief from the struggles that you've been dealing with, okay? So let's get into this a little bit more for Aquarius placements. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy. You may have been a bit of a homebody here. You may have not wanted to go out much. Maybe you've been doing a lot of reflective work in regards to healing, a bit of soul searching. You may have just wanted to, I'm hearing, mind your P's and Q's. That's not something I would usually say, so I'm not sure why that's been kind of put out there. But all this work that you have done is about to reflect into your physical reality. So don't feel like the universe hasn't had your back, or all the work you've been doing internally hasn't gone unnoticed or unappreciated, because it very much has been noticed, it has been acknowledged. But this has been a time for you to check in with yourself in a way that you had never checked in with yourself before. And I feel that sometimes when we look at certain aspects of ourselves, they bring up a lot of emotion, and we don't want to face of these certain things or look at certain events or traumatic experiences that we went through in the past. I'm hearing a lot of the time things that we have experienced, it's through the influence of other people onto us, rather than things we're dealing with ourselves and what we have personally gone through because of certain decisions, etc., that we've made. I feel obviously there's a mix of both, but there's a lot that you've been looking at to do with the past, and I'm hearing a lot in regards to your upbringing, to do with, you know, your family is being highlighted for some reason. A lot of healing and resting and recovering with the Four of Swords, absolutely. I just heard spiritual incubation. So you've been in a period of preparation, but spiritual incubation to go through this spiritual awakening, whether this is your first spiritual awakening, the dark night of the soul, the ego death, or whether this is just another awakening that you have gone on another level. Okay, and now I'm seeing a spiral. Okay, I'm seeing a spiral. So maybe you felt like you've been spiraling out of control, or felt like there was a lot of things out of your control, and there was this air of helplessness to do with the situation, negative thoughts, difficulty sleeping, and having a lot of anxiety. But I feel that you're not necessarily going backwards, is what I just heard. So some of you have felt like it's been so difficult, this path that you're on, that you may have even felt like you haven't progressed at all. You haven't grown or evolved or elevated at all, but you have. So don't let whatever you've got going on in your external reality right now completely, I'm hearing, govern over you and your perception of what it is that you're dealing with and how you have healed in the past, because you have healed a lot, a great deal actually, but at times you may feel like you're not getting any progress whatsoever. Yeah, King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Devil. Look at that. I could go to break up the deck. Capricorn energy. There's been an internal battle to do with your ego and your higher self. It's been very confusing at times, as I often say that, with the Five of Wands and the Seven of Cups. You see this person looking up, they're not sure what they're doing, and these are like just fighting amongst themselves. Okay, so yeah, when you're in a spiral, you're kind of battling your own thoughts into thinking that you haven't made any progress, but actually you have. You're a lot further ahead than you think and feel that you are. You're closing up a major cycle in your life, and this is very big. This is very, very big. I don't feel like you truly realize what it is that you have achieved in your life. Again, the Chariot coming through, Cancer's energy, with the Wheel of Fortune. Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sagittarius placements are significant. We currently are experiencing Jupiter in Cancer as of right now, which is very synchronistic, guys. So this is going on until about 2026, I believe, June or July time. So this is going to look very favorably for you. And again, 10-10 with that Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Wands, closing out cycles, embracing new beginnings with wow, I was getting the Fool, but it's the Empress. The Fool underneath. Holy F, I didn't know and see that there.